Hello, good morning students. I am Kanti sir for mathematics in English medium standard 10. We already in the lesson number 3 and we started elimination method in last lecture. So today we going to solve word problems related to elimination method. I think I have given one sum as a homework from main question number 2. Okay. So today we are going to discuss exercise 3.4 that is related to elimination method. We solve 4 sums by elimination methods. Okay. And you are given 2 more sums also as a homework for solving sums only, and one word problem also given, and that was question number 3 of second. Now look at seconds first. Second numbers first. What is given there? That is related to fraction. We already solved these types of sum in previous exercise also, and same type of sum again we are going to solve. Okay. First of all, read carefully what is given. If we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, fraction reduced to 1. It becomes half if we only add 1 to the denominator. What is the fraction? So, first of all, at that time also I told you, just suppose numerator and denominator. Okay, so suppose numerator is x and denominator is y. Okay, don't suppose fraction. Okay, always suppose numerator and denominator. Therefore, the fraction is x by y. Okay, so that is fraction. Now, what they are going to tell? They tell if 1 is added and 1 subtracted, then it becomes 1. Okay, so if 1 added to numerator and 1 subtracted from denominator, fraction it becomes 1. Okay, so the fraction becomes 1 by 1. Okay, so now just our original fraction is x by y, and regarding original fraction nothing is given. But if we change something at numerator and denominator, that what will be new fraction? That is given. So accordingly, according to they given, just make changes here. They given 1 is added and 1 is subtracted. Then it becomes 1 only. 1 means here fraction, so it means 1 by 1. So x plus 1 cross multiply is equal to y minus 1. So it becomes x minus y equal to minus 2. Equation number 1. Okay, you understand? Y is subtracted here and 1 there. So that is our first. Now what they are telling about second statement? Fraction reduced to 1, it becomes half if we only add to the denominator. No change in numerator. If 1 is added to denominator only. So again write statement. Statement is compulsory, don't write directly equation. You have to write related statement, related part of question, so that you can form the equation correctly. If 1 is added at denominator, okay, 1 is added at denominator, what happens? It becomes 1 by 2. It becomes half. Okay. So now x remain x only, but y plus 1. Okay. Since it's done related to main fraction, don't compare now both these ones. Okay. Related to main fraction, they telling us what to change. So now 1 is added at denominator, so it becomes 1 by 2. Again cross multiplication, so 2x equal to y plus 1. Okay, so it becomes 2x minus y equal to 1, equation number 2. Okay, now it is very simple. Then I am going to solve here also. Okay, just look how we form equations. According to question, we have to suppose numerator and denominator, not fraction. Okay, because they have told us in the question changes being done at numerator and denominator individually. So always we suppose numerator and denominator. So fraction automatically suppose. Now they are telling us if one is added at numerator and one subtracted at denominator, then what happens? It becomes 1. So accordingly we found first equation. In second one, if 1 is added to denominator, it becomes half. So accordingly we form here first of all expression and part equation. Okay. Now these are two equations. Now how to solve? Okay. For solving purpose, just look here. First equation, x minus y equal to minus 2 and 2x minus y equal to 1. Now you know coefficient of y's are already equal, so no need to multiply here. If you want to eliminate x, then only need it. But here, why we need to multiply any equation? Because y's coefficient are already equal, but sign are same. We want opposite. Okay, so you understand? Sign should be opposite, not given. So we just subtracted second equation from first one. So y cancel out. 1x minus 2x minus 1x equal to minus 3. So x equal to 3. Okay. So that is our first variable. Now either you can use first or second. Suppose I am using first one. So using 1, x minus y equal to minus 2. Instead of x, I will return whatever value we got. Okay. So whenever variable is minus, we always, that is our practice to shift variable itself. So I just shifted variable. Now 3, 2 comes here. So it becomes 5. Okay. So obviously fraction becomes, fraction is 3 upon 5. Okay, you understand? So that is the case. Now you can verify also. If you added 1 and subtracted 1, then 4 by 4, 1 become. Now you nothing, no change here and add 1 here, and it will be 3 by 6. So 1 by 4 obtained. So you can verify also the question. Okay. So that is the case. Okay. Mostly same type of question we already solved in 3.3 also. Okay. But here some more changes are there and the method is new. Okay. So just understand. Now second question was given as a homework. I hope you have obtained answer also correctly. So now look at question number 4. 4 is somewhat different than others. Okay. First of all, look what about that. The sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. Also 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of digit. Find the number. So first of all, understand, they are talking about any 1-2-digit number. You know 2-digit number either from 10 to 99. From 10 to 99, any one number they are talking about. Okay, but they are not talking about number itself. Relation is given between digits. So here also we have to suppose digit, not number. Okay, just like that. Here we suppose numerator denominator, not fraction itself. So here also we have to suppose, I am talking about question number 3. Okay, question number 3 of second. Exercise 3.4. So just try again to understand it. Read carefully. Okay. Now we suppose digits. So here digit you have to clarify. Just like previous one, numerator denominator. So here we have to clarify tens digit, unit digit. Okay. So first we suppose tens digit is x and unit digit is y. Now, so number becomes what? Therefore, number means that is original number, because after in second statement they are going to reversing the digit. Suppose you are having 62 and you are making 26, then how that number obtained? By reversing the digit. So after some time new number also being come. So we give its original number. Therefore, original number is 10x plus 5. Why 10x plus 5? Because value of any number obtained by place value of both digits. This is tens digit, so its place value 10x, and y is unit digit, so its place value is y, just like that. Suppose 62 is there, but how? What is meaning of 62? This is the place value. 6 place value is 60, and 2 ones are 2, so it becomes 62. Okay. Here we cannot write just like that xy. If you write down xy here, then it will be multiplied. So meaning change. Okay. So here don't write that way, because we know we don't here interpret 6 2s are 12. That we just remember from primary only. But for unknown we cannot write xy just like this. Okay. So you have to get number by adding place value of all digits. So obviously new numbers will become, and new number is, new number means, you understand, number obtained by reversing the digits. We are not going to clarify here everything, but just understand new number means how it obtained, that is given here. It will be 10y plus x. Y in place of x, y replaced by x. They are reversed, interchanged. Okay. So new number obtained that. Now, so every time whenever it is a sum related to two digit numbers and they are going to interchange the number and obtaining new number, at that time you always write this. Okay. First 3 lines will be common every time. Now whatever they are telling, accordingly get to equations. Then as usual solve and give answer. So first, sum is 9. So write down first of all related statement. Sum of both digits is 9. So can I write x plus y equal to 9? Equation number 1. Very simple. Okay. Sum of both digits is 9. That is given. Now in second statement, read carefully. In second statement they are telling 9 times this number. This number means original number. Okay. 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digit. Reversing the order means new number. So simply I can write this statement. Original number is twice the new number. Okay. Very simply I have written. The number means original number. It is twice of what? Number obtained by reversing the digit. If you don't want to write so much long expression or long statement, then just simply write down that is new number. Okay. So now I can very easily write equation. Original number is twice the new number. So original number is 10x plus 5. Is means equal to twice the new number. So 2 multiply 10y plus x, that is given. Again, read statement. 9 times this number, 9 times this number, 9 times original number, okay, is twice the number obtained by reversing digit. That is twice of new number. So 9 times of original numbers. Okay. Again I corrected here. 9 times original number is twice the new number. Okay. This is just understanding the statement, what they are going to tell us. Okay. Now just simplify. 90x plus 9y equal to 20y plus 2x. Okay, here is 10y plus x and this is 10x plus y, because it is new number obtained by reversing the digits. Now shift them here. So 90x plus 9y minus 20y minus 2x equals 0. So how much they becomes? 88x minus 11 equal to 0. Okay. 9, this is like terms 90x minus 2x, and these are like terms. Okay. So 9y minus 20y minus 11y. Okay. Now it is divisible by 11, so I just divide by 11. Okay. So whenever any number, any equation is reducible, means it is divisible. All terms are divisible by any particular number. Always we have to divide it and simplify that question into simplest form. Now just solve them. Very easily they can be solved. Why? Because y is there. Also opposite sign are there. So x plus y equal to 9. 8x minus y equal to 0. Automatically y cancel. No need to multiply. No need to subtract equation. Already y and minus y equal and opposite signs are already given. So nothing to do. Just 9x equal to 9. So x equal to 9 upon 9. 1. Okay. Now either use first or second. First is very simple. So using equation 1. X plus y equal to 9. But instead of x I have written what I obtained. So y equal to 9 minus 1. But these are not answer. You have to give answer of number, not of digits. So number will be obviously 18, but not write directly 18. Therefore, number equal to original number is, means given number is 10x plus y. So 10, 1 plus 8. 10 plus 8, 80. Don't write directly 80. It is not advisable. You get answer, no doubt. But if you write directly 18, then that is meaningless. Okay, so you have to place both values x and y in the equation. Okay, so that is the question, and quite new, quite different than remaining old sum. First time we solve these types of sum regarding 2-digit numbers and new number obtained by reversing or interchanging the digits. Then relation between first and second number given. Okay. So carefully understand. I just quickly revise. First of all, suppose both digits, and accordingly by place value only find its value. Okay, original number become 10x plus y. Place value of x and place value of y. So place values are added. New number become 10y plus x. Okay. Sum. Okay. Now this is why, because they are telling us new number obtained by reversing the digits. So digits are reversed. Okay. So y comes here and x go there. First equation is very simple. They have told that sum of both digits is 9. In second one they have told 9 times the original number is twice the new number. So 9 times original number is twice the new number. We just simplify it. Okay. So got that as 18. Now you can verify. Sum is 9. Okay. Now 9 times of this number. Now 18 9s are 108, and that will be twice. So new number will be 81. So 81. Sorry. 18 9s are 162. Okay. 18 9s are 162. They told me 9 times of original number 162, and new number become 81. It's twice. It becomes also 162. So verify. Okay, that is extra I am talking about, no compulsory to verify. Okay, but you can verify and so that you satisfy that your work is right. Okay, now, okay, if you want to write, just pause the video and write, otherwise take screenshot because it is new. Now number next 4. Meena went to bank to withdraw rupees 2000. She asked the cashier to give her rupees 50 and rupees 100 notes only. Meena got 25 notes in all. Find how many notes of rupees 50 and rupees 100 she received. Okay. So first of all, understand question. She want 2000 rupees, but not anyway. She want particular number of 100 rupees not, and particular number of 50 rupees not. Okay. So here also we have to suppose number of notes of 50 and number of notes of 100. Why? And whenever you are confused what to suppose at that time, look at last statement. What is asked? Asked is nothing but a number of both notes. Okay. So first of all, suppose from there on. So that is question number 4 of second. So suppose number of 50 rupees note. Rupees 50 note is X and number of rupees 100 is Y. So you understand? They got particular number of 50 rupees note and particular number of 100 rupees note. That is supposed. Now look at first statement. Total amount she want is rupees 2000. First of all, use this statement. Okay. So write down. She wants rupees 2000. Now be careful here. How to make an expression of this 2000? Look here. If 50 rupees one note. Suppose one note is there, then amount will be 50. Two note are there, amount will be 100. Three note are there, amount will be 150. 4 note will be there, amount will be 400. Suppose X note will be there, amount will be 50x. Okay, so amount becomes by all 50 rupees note will be 50x. And likewise 100. Very simple. Just I have given one example. Number of notes here. 1, 10, 50 rupees. 50 to 100. Okay, 2 now you are having 2 notes of 50, you have 100 rupees. If you are having 3 notes of 50, you have 150 rupees. The same way, if you have X notes of 50, obviously you have 50x rupees. Same way, 100 by rupees. Okay. Now it is reducible. Divide by 50. Okay, so that is number 1. Okay. Now look at second one. She asked the cashier to give her rupees 1500. Meena got 25 notes in all. Total 25 notes she got. So she got 25 notes. Not amount. Amount in 2000. Number of notes friends is obviously X plus Y 25. Very simple. Okay. Both numbers collectively 25. Amount is 2000. Okay. Now very easily you can solve it. Okay. So X plus 2Y equal to 40. X plus Y equal to 25. Now X is being subtracted, eliminated. Why? Because coefficient equal, sign are not opposite, so we make by subtracting second equation. So Y equal to 50. Okay. This is our first. Now use first or second. Now I am using second one. X plus Y equal to 25. Instead of Y I have written 50. So X equal to 10. You can verify also. Okay. Now you have to give answering statement only. Always give answering statement. Okay. So write down number of, just write down this one. Remove suppose number of rupees 50 note is 10 and number of rupees 100 note is 1. Just whatever you suppose write down and place value of X and Y. Remove suppose statement, suppose word. Okay, so obviously how to write, that is not remain problem now. Okay, but remember always give answer in statement whenever word problem is there. and particularly supposition is there because x and y are r's, not theirs. Okay, so we have to remove before giving answer. Okay, so you understand? Just two statements to be written there. Now, one question number 5 is there. Lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional charge for each day thereafter. Sarita paid rupees 27 for a book kept for 7 days, while Susie paid rupees 21 for the book she kept for 5 days. Find the fixed charge and the charges for each extra day. If you remember, same types of question we solved in some taxi related sum was there in previous exercise. Fixed charge was there and charge per kilometer was there. So here also charge per number of day and fixed charge. So suppose that, so for 5 number, suppose fixed rate is rupees x and charge per day, charge per extra day is rupees y. Okay, this is for first 3 days, then next per. Okay, now remember carefully, Sushita paid 27 for how many days? 7. Okay, so write down Sushita paid rupees 27 for 7 days. Now, first of all, one thing here to be noted. This is for first 3 days. So, how many days are extra? You have to count first of all. She had to pay rupees x first of all because more than 3. Now, extra 4 days are not right here 7y. 7y is wrong because how many extra days? Extra days are 4 only. Subtract first 3 days. So, x plus 4y equal to 27. Equation number 1. Understand? Why? Because extra, these are total. 3 days included in rupees x. If you use 3 days book for 3 days, then you have to pay x money. Then for extra day, per day y, you have to pay. Same way, Susie paid rupees 21 for how many days? 5 days. So here also x, but how many days extra? 2 days only. 3 plus 2. So 2y equal to 21. Now use yourself solve it in homework. Okay. So this is the first sum given in homework. Now few extra sums I just want to give. Okay. Write down extra sums. First of all, related to digits. Sum of 2-digit numbers is 5. Sorry, sum of both digits of a 2-digit. Sum of both digits of a 2-digit number is 5. Okay. New number is number obtained by reversing the digits is 9 more than the number. The number means original number. Okay. So find the number. The number means original. They always ask original. Just read carefully. Sum of both digits of a 2-digit number is 5. Number obtained by reversing the digit is 9 more than the number. Find the number. Okay. Now second. If 1 is added to denominator, a fraction reduce to 1. Okay, if 1 is added to numerator, fraction becomes 2. Means numerator obtained, find the fraction. Okay, again I am just reading it. If 1 is added to denominator only, a fraction reduced to 1. If 1 is added to numerator, second time in numerator, fraction becomes 2. Okay, means 2 by 1. Here is 1 by 1. Find the fraction. Just like that's first sum of second. Okay, so this one, 2 and 3. So these three sums are in 1.